Beloved Unconditional. October 7, 2013. Dearest hearts, a pleasure it always is to be here among you, sharing God's unwavering light and love as we go throughout our day. Unconditionally, there are so many dear hearts among you that are always sharing themselves. They strive each day to love without any limits or need of reciprocation. Their act of giving provides them with the thanks that is the joy received upon the faces they are in contact with, and even if a smile does not appear, there is an inner knowing that their good intentions have been received. Such dear hearts are able to connect with others even if the other person is going through a great difficulty and moving through deep emotional feelings such as anger and frustration. They are still able to reach out a loving hand, even in the smallest of gesture, letting the dear soul that is in their company know they are not alone. It can be difficult for some dear hearts to maintain a continual flow of unconditional love when society is rich with erratic vibrations and plentiful emotions that are created from distractions, fears and so forth. What is needed when a challenge presents itself to those that move through life loving unconditionally is deeper emergence into the power of love, allowing it to become a living reality felt deeply within your own heart and soul and shared among those you come into contact with, even those you may not know, mere strangers. Yet these interactions, regardless how brief, are significant because through them you are able to share your unconditional love and compassion from a single knowing smile, a welcoming nod of the head, or any other gesture that speaks loudly of the good-naturedness of dear heart who shares unconditionally. Understand, dear hearts, that the power and vibration of love is unlimited. It has the ability to heal whatever has been ailing you, and while it heals any of your own personal suffering, it lends a helping hand to others within your proximity. Loving unconditionally includes being able to love yourself just as much. As you share your love in its purest and divine way, you are experiencing God's presence in a profound and soul-deep way. A merging takes place, and every time you share and give another your love that is unconditional, God is right there with you, sharing through you. You both become one, with the power of love moving through you, touching all that crosses your path. Loving purely and unconditionally has always been able to soften any hardness once created by difficult situations and revitalizes hope, and all things are possible becomes a constant thought, form and practice. Unconditional love is something each of you can give and receive. It is not only given to a select few. Each of you dear hearts has this ability because within the deepest core of your heart, understanding takes root, and your own unique divinity is met and felt by feeling and knowing who you are and what it means to be awake in the arms of our mighty Lord, welcoming the loving energies of Jesus Christ. When you are able to recognize Christ's brilliancy is alive within you, dear hearts, you are able to truly identify the love that He willingly has shared with you. This love does not belong to just you. It is not meant to be kept selfishly. It is meant to be shared with all that you can in all the possible methods that are currently available. The greatest aspect of sharing your unconditional love, dear hearts, is the giving of your compassion, your mercy and gratitude to the many people that you meet throughout your day. Each time you consciously choose to greet others respectfully and with kindness, you are expressing gratitude to Jesus for His endless presence in your whole and complete life. He does not require to be physically seen. Your soul will know of His nearness, and you will feel a melting of spirits when He embraces you with His generous and welcoming light. Each dear heart wakens to their own ability to love unconditionally when their heart is ready. The right time is unique, and this special and divine aspect of yourself will ripen through certain experiences that quicken your experience with God through His beloved Son, Jesus Christ. God has given each of you dear hearts the ability and potential to love all people unconditionally in the same way He already loves each of you. He is more than aware of any faults you may carry, but He accepts you for what He is able to see from the purity of your heart and soul, what your true and authentic self is. No matter how hard you try to cover up your real self, He sees all. It is through His acceptance of you, He encourages each of you to accept all others in the same capacity, through unconditional love. For those dear hearts that have been yearning to feel the sacredness of divine and unconditional love, we encourage these dear souls to embrace the love that shines from the heart of Jesus Christ. Step through His endless love in full trust and faith that His mere presence will illuminate the path you have been destined to walk. Of course He will direct your journey, if you will let Him, and knowing He will walk with you, you also must comprehend, dear hearts, with His direction and support. He still cannot make your choices for you, it is still you that must know which choice to make, and to make choices based on what is the highest of good for each situation. No matter which you choose, accept where your path is going to take you, with Jesus with you, encouraging you to love, to be love, and to shine your glorious light wherever you go. Awakening to your own ability to love unconditionally provides necessary nourishment for your soul. Your soul has long waited for your arrival of the purity of your being. Embrace and welcome this divine and sacred part of yourself, and continue to move forward along your journey with love coursing through each particle of your being, energetically bringing the feeling of goodness and sincere warmth to all those that you interact and communicate with. Coming home to your unconditionally loving heart is incredibly purifying and will help you remove any lingering debris of disharmony. Become a shining example of the healing effects of the power of love when it is applied unconditionally. Understand, dear hearts, as you move throughout your journey and you come into contact with many diverse people, remember each person is at a different place of understanding and level of awareness. Respect each person for who they are, what they have brought of themselves to this life stream. Deepen your relationships and connections from the sharing of your love-filled actions as a replacement of overused words. Allow your love to become unlimited and bring you to new spiritual heights and adventures. When you allow your heart to lead you, you are able to see the world around you with a different light. Your perception changes and spoken words are no longer as necessary because your actions will speak of your love that is pure and unconditional. You will know when you are ready to love all others, dear hearts, unconditionally, when you are able to become one with your God self through the helping and encouraging presence of Jesus Christ. He will shine a path for you to follow that will lead you to continue your growth, development, and the restructuring of your personal and valuable foundations. You will let go of your fears because His love will liberate you and provide you with the stability you need to inspire yourself to persevere along this path. The path of love that is pure and unconditional does have its own challenges, but as long as you maintain true to yourself and who you are, a being of love that is forever fused with God's love through the heart of Jesus Christ, then you will succeed in all trials and tribulations. Jesus Christ's love and presence will help you to understand you are no longer separate from the world. You are an essential, vital, and connected part, and you are loved for all that you are able to offer. You are encouraged, dear hearts, to follow the path your heart has indicated for you, one that will provide many methods, steps, and ways that will help further develop your loving heart and to give at a greater capacity that is beneficial to you and to all those you come into contact with. Every time you love another that is unconditionally, you are not only healing them, you are healing yourself. Remember, dear hearts, pure and unconditional love holds extreme divine power. Your own beautiful light will dissolve any darkness or shadows, and your love will help you to disable its negative effects, and you will be able to overcome the reasons for the arrivals of any shadow or darkness. The more at peace your heart is, the more your whole self is also at peace. And when you are sharing your unconditional love to others, you are also demonstrating love for yourself. A deep comfort for all that you are is recognizable from the actions you lovingly express. Love will always show you a clear path. It may make you feel vulnerable at times. This is not a weakness, but a strength. You bravely step forward into territory that is new, and your love for what you are doing empowers you, and you take courage from your own efforts and what you are hoping to attain, and continue to step forward, banishing all doubts and fears with the constant flow of the pure and unconditional love. The flame of Jesus Christ is alive within you. It is there in your beautiful divine hearts. It is there to help transform you into your divine and true self. You are meant to love, as you are love incarnate. Come to know this as truth and meet this truth with love and compassion, and share this loving wisdom with many that you come to meet and greet. Moving within the state of pure and unconditional love will fill your journey with many incredible challenges, but you are strong. You have persevered much already because you loved, and you will continue to persevere by the very power of the strength of your love. Be steadfast in your commitment to loving yourself and others wherever possible. Knowing you do not walk this loving path alone, you have a great companion in Jesus Christ. I am Lady Magda through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com